Monday, March 23rd, 2026. We are back on the conversation. I am Abimbola Bello.
Good morning and welcome to the show. I am Ajibola Ojeshola.
Good morning, everyone. I am Adebimpe Omotayo.
Okay, it's that time of the year when one person will be missing piece by piece. Piece by piece. So for a while, Adebimpe will be home alone. Adebimpe will be home alone. Ajibola, how was your weekend? Don't talk about Chelsea. Every other thing talk about.
Abimbola, I saw your status.
Yeah?
I saw what you posted on your status. Chelsea.
I said don't talk about Chelsea. Any other thing, how was your weekend?
It was good, though. Then Arsenal, please. Maybe I started rooting for you guys. Look at what happened yesterday. They could not sustain the hits.
Well, so again, I think there's just something different about EPL and Carabao. The heat was intense yesterday, really, on Arsenal. And again, I know that when you come onto the EPL, there are how many points now? 9 points. I know that Man City will be chasing them, but I do hope that Arsenal will not drop their guard. There are 7 more matches to go. This is not the time to draw. This is time to keep winning. If you make a mistake and falter, Man City will home and overtake. And you know how they are when they're actually chasing. So I do hope that Arsenal will buckle up and do the needful. Honestly, we're rooting for you this time around, but you will cause your downfall if you don't if you don't buckle up yourself. That's just it, honestly. They have to do better. Yesterday, I don't know what happened. There was more or less like, what's going on? Is this the same Arsenal that wants to win the club? But again, let's just look at it that EPL, yeah, that's the Carabao.
Absolutely.
So let's see. How was your weekend?
And Aston Villa is not giving up. Is not giving up, and they are doing everything possible to qualify for the Champions League. Their coach is very experienced, Emery, and is a master of Europa League. But this time, he wants to play big.
Well, never say never in football. Like I keep saying, until the last whistle blows, you never can tell what's going to happen. Adebimpe,
Man U.
Leave Man U.
Please, just leave us.
Leave Man U.
At least we're still number 3.
Yeah, maintaining number 3. Man U by proxy. How was your weekend, though?
I partied on Saturday.
I went to Ton. Igbadun loku.
I partied on Saturday.
You attended the party on Saturday?
Yes.
I went to Ton.
So early?
Wow. After what next?
I partied on Saturday. Then Sunday I was home. Yeah, and today I'm fasting again. So
I think power supply is getting better.
No. Weekend was worse.
Yes.
Weekend was terrible.
Our weekend was really good. We had power until maybe yesterday, but it was just on and off.
It was terrible. Yeah. Friday night, Saturday night.
Maybe they brought all the lights home.
Maybe they gave you guys
to our access.
And it rained yesterday.
And it rained.
It didn't rain in Surrey. It was cloudy.
Please. That place needs to be checked.
It was cloudy, but it did not rain.
It rained.
It was breezy. It was windy. In fact, at some point I said, let's close the windows because it looked, but then it didn't rain. So,
but it's still hot.
Our own rain will come.
Even with the rain, it's still hot.
So how much are you buying PMS now?
I still bought 1,330 yesterday.
1,330.
Yep.
From where?
So NNPC sells 1,330. MRS sells 1,332.
AP sells 1,003. I think about 1,003. That was on Thursday. That was the last time.
It's hovering between 1,003 and 1,005, depending on where you're buying. And for the first time, by 2 naira, NNPC was lower than MRS. MRS sold at 1,332.
So have you been to the market lately? Is it affecting anything?
No, I've not been to the market.
Not yet.
It is well with us.
Not yet.
We'll be fine.
Maybe till Ilea.
We will be fine. And you know, some people, I think I ran onto a conversation. I can't remember which of the social media platforms, if it was on X or if it was on IG, where somebody was asking that why is it that it's always different with us in Nigeria? Because there was actually a tabulation. And from the world's, what's happening, escalation, oil prices, Nigeria stood tops in the, in the rank of where oil is now sold the highest.
The highest.
And I'm wondering why. I mean, every other person is also going through the same thing. Why is our own different?
Different.
We just sometimes, I think we also take undue advantage of the situation and just, you know, just bring hardship onto ourselves. Anyway, we will be fine. Let's start the show this morning by taking the news points. Ajibola, let's start with you.
All right, we're starting with politics, 2027 strategy. Makinde meets Kwankwanso as PDP reconciliation falters. The phone is hanging. Anyway, having gone through the story, essentially, it was very strategic. Makinde, Seriaki Dixon, Peter Obi as well. Okay, ahead of 2027 general elections. So it was just a meeting between Rabiu Kwankwanso, Governor Seyi Makinde of Oyo State, former governor of Bayelsa State, Seriaki Dixon, who is a senator now, and of course the presidential candidate of the Labour Party in the 2023 general elections, Peter Obi. I think they are trying to form some kind of alliance ahead of 2027 presidential election. But how things are going to pan out at the end of the day is what I really do not know, because of the ambition of Peter Obi as well as that of Rabiu Kwankwanso. So who is going to be the presidential candidate and who will be vice?
Of which
That
party?
is what,
Of which party?
party?
Is it ADC or
Oh,
you know,
NNPP?
for now, Peter Obi is in ADC. If he doesn't get the tickets,
He will cross
leave.
to where NNPP.
Maybe an MPP. You know, there
Okay,
are so
so
many parties in the
PDP.
country.
Or where?
PDP.
PDP. I don't understand
PDP.
though. You know, Kwankwanso had been quiet until
Yeah.
his name was mentioned again in this particular story. So the question is, if Peter Obi fails to get the presidential ticket of the ADC, what makes him think that where Rabiu Kwankwanso is, he will get the ticket?
He might want to be vice.
So, vice to Kwankwanso.
And not
And
vice
not vice to
Atiku.
Atiku. Sis and Afi
Kwankwanso
doesn't.
is younger compared to Atiku.
Age
Yes.
is not age factor
Age is a
again.
factor. Not the platform anymore. I'm not the candidate.
I'm a bit.
Honestly,
confused here.
desperation.
I don't, because I really
desperation.
don't get it. So if you do not want, I'm just thinking, if you do not want to be a vice on a platform, why would you want to be a vice on another platform? I really
Maybe he
don't.
doesn't want to be a vice to a particular candidate.
Candidate.
Yeah.
Okay.
A serial candidate.
Syria.
A serial loser.
I don't. I said it.
I did not hear
Abimbola,
that.
he lost in
Hey.
2023, in 2015.
A serial
But-
contestant.
But how many
Okay,
times?
Contestant.
How many times did late
Contestant.
Buhari lose? He lost
And
about.
eventually won.
And eventually won
Never
at
say
some
never.
point.
Don't give up. As long as you're alive,
Exactly.
Okay.
keep up alive, and it might happen someday. But you know, desperation on the part of these politicians is what I really do not understand. And Seyi Makinde, what is he really out to achieve? What is he really out to prove?
He's an orphan. So
Let me just.
Bala said he's still in PDP.
Let me just put
yeah,
these
who
words.
told you he was leaving?
Bala
before?
is still there.
Yes, he hasn't
He
left.
hasn't left. And he
hasn't.
said it again, I think, over the weekend. that
hasn't
They don't
that
think
he's
they are
not going.
what to the
He
bank.
said
That
he's
means
not
he has
going.
not left.
He said he's not going
officially.
anywhere.
They are blue in the morning. At night they are white.
Until he leaves, he's
Okay.
still there. Okay.
We are waiting.
Let's take the second story this morning. The second story is on state police. Governors submit proposal for National Assembly review. And the story says the Nigerian Governors Forum on Sunday said it had submitted its contribution on the proposed state police framework to the National Security Advisor, Malam Nuhu Ribadu, with the document expected to be transmitted to the National Assembly. The NGF chairman and Kwara State Governor Abdurrahman Abdurazak disclosed this during a meeting with President Bola Tinubu at his Ikoyi residence in Lagos. Abdurazak stated that discussions on state police were ongoing among various security organizations led by the National Security Advisor, adding that the NGF had made its contribution to the process. He said, and I quote, "On the issue of state police, discussions are ongoing amongst various security organizations led by the National Security Advisor, and NGF has made its contribution." End of quote. He reaffirms the governor's commitment to renewing their collaboration with security forces to defeat terrorism, expand infrastructure, and improve the lives of citizens. The NGF chairman congratulated President Tinubu on his successful visit to the United Kingdom. All right. Thrust of the story is at least the NGF is making strategic moves. I think it's getting better by the day to ensure that the discussions on state police is getting more fruitful, and hopefully at the end of the day this will be done and dusted with. I think the conversations on whether or not state police should come have gone on far too long, and now is the time to actually bring it, to bear as fast as possible. Because when you look at it, electioneering campaigns or process will start soon, and things around governance will be slow, whether we like it or not. So this is the time to get this done and dusted with, and let's see how, this will contribute to issues around insecurity in Nigeria.
Yes, of course, we all know how many times Mr. President have tried to amplify the need for the creation of state police, calling on members of the National Assembly to do the needful with the Constitution. And like you rightly pointed out, it is long overdue.
Absolutely.
When you look at the gravity of the security challenges that is facing us as a country. But then, these governors are my fears. I hope that eventually, when the Constitution is amended to accommodate the creation of state police, some of them would not abuse it, and of course use it to hunt or
That's why,
oppress.
that's why it's a law. I mean, that's why it's going to be a law. So if
That will serve as check.
I'm sure, and I'm sure that there's really nobody who's bigger than the law, and I'm sure there's nobody that wants their name to be written, as an abuser of law and order.
Yeah.
So, so again, I'm speaking as a journalist.
I'm speaking as Abimbola.
A politician does not think this way.
They don't think that. Abimbola, they don't think
When there is need to
We
go
will call
go
them-
rough,
we
they will
will-
go rough.
We will
Yeah.
call them out if they do, if they abuse the law. I mean, you can't abuse the law because you should actually be the one protecting the law. So if you do otherwise, we will call you out. And I'm sure that, I mean, it's getting better because, again, people are also getting conscious
Yeah.
of what people will say. Except, of course, if you abuse the law under these guys and we cannot trace it
Trace
to
you, yeah.
you. But if we can trace it to you, we will call you out and we will let everybody know that should be the one protecting the law. You are the one breaking the law.
Absolutely. And, in this age of social media, never say never. You can never tell who is watching.
Yes, and there are a lot of people watching. A lot of people secretly taking pictures, especially now that Meta has glasses.
Abimbola, I was in Ikoyi on Saturday. Somebody now called me. Where are you?
You wanted
I
to
said,
lie.
I'm on the island. And I said, okay, enjoy your party. Oh. I was not like, enjoy my, are you here? Then the next thing I saw was my picture.
Oh, beton. Like, you see your life.
So apparently, the guy that called me had a friend at that same party that I was attending.
Can you imagine? And they had said, okay, I've seen your friend.
I would have
Just be
sued,
careful
I would
what
have
you
sued
do.
him.
Okay.
Yeah.
Until then.
Social media, just be careful. You can never tell who is watching.
I didn't even go. Let's take your story.
Okay, Lagos eyes partnerships to bridge water supply gap. The Lagos state government has announced that it is exploring strategic partnerships to bridge the state's water supply gap, enhance public access to clean and safe water, and reduce over-reliance on private boreholes and wells. The Commissioner for Environment and Water Resources, Tokunbo Wahab, disclosed this yesterday to commemorate World Water Day. World Water Day, observed annually on March 22, is a global initiative established by the United Nations to raise awareness about the vital role of fresh water in sustaining life. Wahab stated that it was important for everyone to have access to clean water through water management practices. He added that the state was making steps to improve water supply through the rehabilitation of waterworks and partnership opportunities. He noted that the state targeted 2027 as a timeline for every home to have access to clean water. Yeah, that's a story. Yesterday was World Water Day, and the state government is trying to make sure that every resident, every Lagosian, or every home in Lagos have access to potable pipe-borne water instead of the boreholes we're now used to. Growing up, we enjoyed water from the government. What did we used to call them? Water corporation. Yes. We enjoyed water from, water corporation. And I'm glad that the Lagos State government has targeted 2027 to ensure we all have access to clean water.
Yeah. And at least we know that the Lagos State government is working on, water works.
Yeah.
The Ajun Waterworks is
Waterworks,
ongoing. There's another one on the island,
Adion.
Adion.
So again, we can't overemphasize how important water
And
is.
one was commissioned here,
Yeah, that's
Akilo.
Okay, Akilo in Ogba.
Yeah.
So we can't overemphasize how important potable water is, because again, sometimes, especially for those who live on the island, if you see their water, sometimes
brown.
you
The
wonder,
color.
It's brown. It's
What's
like
brown?
rust.
Sometimes you will wonder that is this water. So it's important that people have access to clean water. And for those who would also use the borehole, sometimes also the boreholes get contaminated with different things. So it's important that we all take adequate care when doing these things. And government also needs to meet its own part. And just like the commissioner said, so it's important that as government does its part, we as individuals will also do a due diligence, especially when citing, water around where you live. Right, these are the stories we're tracking for you this morning. Let's quickly go on to the X platform this morning and take a look at one of the many trending stories from that platform. Adebimpe and I were talking about this particular one just before we came on air, and we said, oh, sometimes it's funny how things shift and how sometimes people begin to act like they are the victims. So this morning we're looking at, of course, the ongoing war between Iran, Israel, and the US. And at the moment, Israel is crying. And I'm wondering, at what point did you start crying? You were the one that ran to US to start a war. And now you're saying Israel is that Iran is, I don't know, what did they say? How did they even qualify Iran? They said Iran is a threat to the world. How can Israel now be saying Iran is a threat?
Okay.
What?
It's a case of David and Goliath. US and Israel, they underrated Iran, and now they have seen that, what do we call this thing in Yoruba? Ijalo. Ijalo can actually
remove your trousers.
deal with the giants.
We haven't even heard from Trump in a while.
Trump.
It's quiet. All allies have turned their backs on him. So again, it just shows that, sometimes don't underestimate anybody. And you also need to do your due diligence when doing certain things. A war, like the Yorubas will say, you cannot start a war and come back and be friends. It's possible. You don't know where it will end. Iran doesn't even want to talk. They're not even saying anything. And according to them, the missiles they are using now, missiles that were stored years ago, missiles that will expire if they don't use them. So they have not even started using
the nuclear weapons.
And Israel, and they are now crying.
Said Iran has proven again in the last 48 hours that it is the enemy of civilization and a danger to the free world, targeting children, families, and the elderly with terror missiles, threatening Jerusalem's holy sites, launching long-range missiles, and trying to blackmail the world through the Strait of Hormuz. I ask the leaders of the free world, what are you waiting for?
Which free world?
Israel is fighting not only for itself, but for who are you fighting for?
When they bombed Iran and that school, that school,
did they target children?
Were children not the I mean, those girls died. They didn't think at that time that children were involved. So since they've been bombing Iran, they haven't killed people, Abi.
Don't mind them. Are they still not
See,
killing people in Gaza?
All of
Trump-
They
them.
kill children.
Both Trump and Netanyahu, I think common sense should prevail
There's,
now.
No.
There is no way they are going to win this war. Forget about
if they
it.
had
And
common
Iran is
sense,
ready.
they wouldn't
If
have
you
gone
want to
this
take it
far.
to 5 months, 6 months, even a year,
They are ready.
Iran is ready.
Iran doesn't mind losing that country.
They don't.
They
mind.
don't mind losing that country, but I think the statement they want to make is, you know what? Face your lane.
Maybe I
Leave
face my
us.
lane.
And don't interfere. Don't even come here to think. How can you want? They are saying that you will be the one that will choose the next leader of a country.
What's your
The
business?
sovereign country.
Haba.
And Russia has said that, look, if US or no, if what's the name?
But
Israel.
please,
If they
whi-
try
while,
to,
while they are
if they try-
fighting the war,
Yeah.
hey, this
See,
one that you are buying,
No, that's just the thing. Because at the end of the day, it feels like Kokomi, we're all going to suffer for it. Because everybody, it's not only Nigeria, everybody in the world, at some point in time, because of the way we all depend on oil, we're going to suffer
We're
for it.
going to
won't we?
suffer
And
for
not only oil, oh.
every other
At
thing.
some point in
Because
time,
this is
it's going
affect
to be
oil.
even pretty difficult to
On
cross
other-
from one place to the other.
Exactly.
yeah,
It
traveling.
will affect traveling. You don't know what's going to attack your airspace. It is okay. Let
But why
us
is Russia
continue.
backing Iran?
Did you ask that question?
Yeah.
I led the
I can see
conversation.
the passion, you know. They are so
Open
passionate.
their passion.
Russia is happy.
And he has been
with
told,
what is
yes,
happening.
Russia is so
very
happy. What?
And even
Russia is
China.
very
And China, yes,
is also
of
happy.
course.
Yes, now
Of
because
course
you know
now,
they
China.
all buy their oil from Iran and Venezuela. They have the best.
Best, yeah.
And until Trump captured Maduro, it was a game plan.
yeah.
China had a strong ally in Iran. Russia, you know how Russia, it is where US is not happy that Russia will be happy. Oh yeah, how can we also go in? So they're all waiting.
Hey,
Look,
God.
look, and they're all they are with Iran, no. Somehow they are fueling and giving them. What do you need again? What kind of backing do you want? We will give you.
So that title of world superpower of America is only on paper, but because
is
realistically
diminishing.
now we can see that Iran is superior
It is.
with the two
I
combined.
just see Trump, you know,
It is
bringing down that
diminishing.
country. That's all.
Anyway, it's still a long thing anyway between as this war progresses because we do not know where the pendulum, Ajibola's pendulum, will swing at the end of the day. All right, you can take another further read on why, of course, Iran is trending on the X platform this morning. We will take a quick break. When the conversation returns, part one of our conversation will be here. And today we're taking a look at governance and issues of public trust when we return from the break.